Good morning. Hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon as well. Because not everyone lives on this side of the world. How's everyone doing? Everyone still alive? I know it's Wednesday, middle of the week. The deadest day of the week. It's me, Zark_Crevice. God! Who is that? Congrats on getting first K! Is that the first time? Yippee! You think you're alive? That's good. That's good, Adriano. Welcome in. Yeah, today we're gonna be playing some Murder on the Warp Express, Limbus Company. We're gonna finish the story, hopefully. I want to get through this entire intervallo so that we can go on to Canto 7. It's pump muscle time. Oh, it's so interesting. It's actually so interesting how like you set a schedule for like, you know, it seems like you're at the gym every day, Azu. That's good. That's good. Dedication. I've been trying to do that too. I'm like starting yesterday. I was like, after streaming, I'm gonna go and do some exercise. Shove it into my schedule. I will exercise before I eat, before I go for lunch. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, so you have a rest day in between. That's good too. I'm gonna lurk mostly, but we'll pop in by to make sure you're watered and growing. What am I, a plant? I think the best way to describe me if I were to like relate to a plant would be a cactus. I don't need that much water. Okay, I don't need that much photosynthesis. I can live. I think I got it. I think I'm good. Blah 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 blah. Plant dragon. You're EP Horsa. Go take a nap or go rest. Go rest. I got a lot of good news this morning. I wouldn't really say it's good news. It's more like some exciting updates and exciting progress with Zenless Zone Zero Drip Fest. I got to listen to like more of the song, some of the new renders. Kagu sent it over, and it sounds so freaking good. It sounds really freaking good. So I'm so excited to keep working on it. Maybe we'll shove in another art stream, a guerrilla art stream sometime. Who knows when it's gonna be? And knowing me, I feel like I'm just gonna end up scheduling it anyway. So is it guerrilla? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Hello, Every. Good morning. Thank you for the head pat. Okay, we should head over to the game. I'm gonna drink some coffee first. Does everybody have their caffeine for the day? Actually, you don't need your caffeine. Not everybody needs caffeine. It's just me. It's just me. Ah. Yeah, I removed the stretch and hydrate because I wanted to focus a little bit more, and I was getting waterboarded again. That is not the intention of the redeem. You also need caffeine. Do you go for energy drinks or do you go for coffee? You mostly avoid caffeine. Maybe it's a good thing. No, yeah, no waterboarding. Aw. No torture today. That sucks. Yeah, no watering. We're still growing. The watering, it would be like for me, it would be a very, how do I say it? Manual watering. Because I'm just gonna be drinking water throughout this entire stream anyway. I do forget everything, Stixon. I only have so much memory capacity in my brain. I need to buy more servers. I need to buy more servers. I don't have enough server space in my brain. And you know, like ever since the pandemic and ever since like 2020, like server prices have gone up. There's some memory chips. I mean, that's why you guys are there to remember for me. You guys are my memory chips, right? Just why don't we just download more RAM? Um First of all, how do we do that? Click on the funny suspicious link in the email. Here's how you can download 12 gigs more RAM into your PC, and you'll be fine. Inchi? You guys remember him. Yeah, he's coming back. I think after August. After August. Maybe he'll come back in August. I will be more free in August. This entire month has just been grinding, nonstop grinding. And I don't know, it's just a lot has been happening. We've summoned the Inchi followers. Inchi, our beloved. Everyone gather around in a circle, start praying. It's so cold, I'm feeling sleepy already, yet it's still early. It's still early. I mean, it's early for me too. Maybe it's a good thing that you are getting sleepy, which means that you get to sleep early and you get to wake up early and do more stuff, right? Because everybody's minds are always awake in the morning. Like, you might be groggy for like the first 5 minutes or whatever, but like afterwards it's like, okay, now, you know, my brain is blank and fresh and ready to like shove more stuff into it. So maybe that's a good thing. Good night, Stixon. Go to bed. Downloading more RAM that used to come on disc is too funny enough. They're just sketchy as downloads. I heard that you can actually just, like, you can even download, I didn't know this, but like PDF files have, like, I don't know, viruses and shit in there too. I did not know that. What are we shoving where? Stick up your bum. No, I'm kidding. We're playing some Limbus Company. No one's shoving anything up anywhere. Nothing's being shoved. I'm never sleeping early, you say, as there was one day where you slept at like 11, right? It was like 11 a.m. my time, and you're like, I'm going to bed early. I remember this. I remember you clearly saying, I'm going to bed early. I remember this, Dixon. See, my memory's not that bad. Stick up my bum. Hell yeah. That's what we love to do here. Let me switch over to the game. Oh, the window size is a little bit too small. And I think I muted the game too because I was playing Mirror Dungeons. What do you mean, we? I mean, if we're all gonna do it, we might as well do it together, collectively, right? As a community, it makes it more fun. The more the merrier is what they say. Louder. There we go. Lurking while doing my assignments is not it. I'm sorry. Let's stop talking about sticking sticks up our bums. There's storms, so work is suspended. I just stay home. Thank you for the follow, Akane. Are you working remote? Are you working from home? Alright, here it is. Touch to start. It's Nimbus Company. Hello, functional fork. Funny name you have. What would make a fork not functional? I feel like all forks are functional, right? Yes. You can do something with it. Turn it into a shovel. Your new phone just got delivered. Yippee! What model did you get? Are you an Apple user or are you an Android user? It doesn't really matter though. They're both good. Anything can be a fork if you try hard enough. You're right. Absolutely right. As long as something can stick something into something else, that's a fork. I'm gonna move you guys over. So I can see. There we go. Samsung Galaxy Flip 7. Oh, you have like the better version of my phone. And I have the flip 5. It's not the fold, right? It's a flip. They're already on 7? What happened to 6? I didn't have my phone for that long, right? Anyways. What are we doing? Oh, drive. Y'all think Wild Hunt Heathcliff can throw it back better than Earl King? 100%. I think Earl King is like, he's like stiff as a toothpick. He's as stiff as a rock. Like I don't think he can move at all. He's so stubborn in his ways. He's just like, I will only do things one way, and that's it. Mentally and physically. Hello, Carmen fan. Welcome in. Hello, Limbus streamer person. That's me. Alright, next car. I don't remember what happened. Let's see. Alright, so we got to the part where like we found out exactly what these things are. I guess it sort of like tells us a story. As we move towards the first car, we met, what's her name? Sasha? The other girl? The fixer. We met the fixer. And she was like, yeah, I'm here to kill stuff. This is her. The multi-crack girl. What is her name? Sasha? I don't remember. Sandra? Sasha? It starts with an S. Alright. Next card is... And we're gonna go with our Corp team. Because it's canon. Back in the event days, Corp was the team the game wanted you to play. And that is exactly what we'll be playing right now. P-enter. Is this really playing if we're just gonna press the same buttons? Who knows? It is Sasha, okay. My memory's not that bad. Magical girl Dawn, she might be the best charge. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to use her because when I was trying to learn her, I was very sleep deprived. I was super tired and I was like, there's 2 modes, what? There's 2 modes, there's 2 different charges. I'm so confused, and so like I've tried to use her in mirror dungeons and I still couldn't get it, and so I'm just like, you know what, let me just put her on the bench for now and let me just think about it for a little while before I use her again. Hello dog, welcome in. You got the Sasha ID? The Sasha ID? Oh, Faust? Yeah. I thought about bringing her into a W Corp team. It's appropriate. Knight of Despair Rhodio's better? Really? Rhodion's better? I was taking a little peek into the Discord, and the PM Discord. You guys were talking about like, was it uptie for Rhodia being able to do a hard mode for the event? So I was like, oh, nobody's mentioned Dawn. Nobody mentioned Dawn at all. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's what you mean, right? Like by Rhodion's better? She's a lot better. Huh. You would think they would be equal. I did hard mode solo with Dawn? That's insane! I don't have them at uptie 4 yet. KOD comes online faster and maintains better. Madonka? Is that her name? Is good but needs support. Oh, I see. I always put her in like the first unit when I was doing mirror dungeons, but I guess I should be switching them around. Rhodia first before Dawn. Or it doesn't really matter because, yeah, it probably doesn't matter because I'm using all 6 units anyway. Lugmus Company. What the heck is Lugmus Company? Who's lugging what? That sounds a bit like Christmas for some reason. Maybe it's the muss. Lugmus Company. Mary Lugmus. Litmus Company. The Linton Company. Madonka. I love that name. It's a nuke when she has all her stuff together. So you just have to like wait for her to charge, essentially. She needs like a meat shield. She needs someone to like basically do all the, you know, the work in the beginning, and then she does the big old nuke at the end, right? Kind of like Queen of Despair, not Queen, the abnormality, the abno, where in the event you have to wait for her to do the big ass charge. The Ligma Balls Company. Hi guys, welcome to a Ligma Balls stream, where people get on the Ligma bus. And we follow the rules of the Ligma. And we go find the golden balls. We try to retrieve all the golden balls. It's just a problem with charge in general. I think charge is fun to play. I know there's a lot of management with the charge numbers and whatnot, but like, it's fun. Rhodey is better for a single target and Sinky, so like one is more brain dead. One requires more thinking. I'm assuming. The Lag Train Company. Nobody's lagging here. Don't jinx it. I was actually having a bit of trouble with opening up Limbus Company this morning because everything, my entire PC was lagging. Steam didn't want to open. Steam didn't want to, it was just frozen on my screen. None of them requires thinking at all. Do I just p-enter? See, that's the thing. I don't understand Dawn because, like, I know she has like 2 different modes. And I'm like, do I just use the red skills first? Do I use the purple skills first? Do I, like, what do I do? I think I have to like watch a video or something because reading is not working for me. I think my messages are not being sent and signal is bad. Cheese! I see you, dog. I see you. Steam was having some issues yesterday. Do you think it's not my PC? Do you think it's Steam itself? Maybe it's just Steam. Rodion can either tank and do good damage or do insane damage. I mean, they both sound good. Damage is damage, right? Good damage is damage. Insane damage is also damage. This is why I have Corp Mersal on my team, because I'm like, damage is damage as long as he's doing shit. I know he's not that good of a unit or an ID, but I'm like, damage is damage. Your PC was lagging. Hope you didn't download free RAM online. Shit, how did you know? Did you all not get a Discord message asking you to download more RAM? It was a promotion on Discord. Came with a free code and everything. Tanking isn't really needed in Limbus per se. No, it's just gacha. The coin flips are the gacha. Whoever deals more damage wins. Whoever is faster wins. It's speed meta. Download detotated wham? What is detotated wham? Download the detotated wham. No. This gameplay you can watch for hours. We're literally not doing anything. Welcome to another just chatting stream. we can watch Outis. completely destroy this guy. Ooh. The blood's exploding out of their bodies. How gory. I did not get a message to download RAM. I did get a Discord message from a Nigerian prince though. I'm gonna inherit millions just as soon as my fee clears. I'm pretty sure I knew a Dubai prince. I'm pretty sure I knew one, like this one guy. He was dating one of my friends in high school. And he had I remember her telling me like he owns a few businesses. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. He's a businessman. And then next thing you know, she's like, look at his car, and she shows me a picture. And apparently it's one of the cars where there's only like 2 in the world or something. It's one of those like retro looking vintage cars. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, he told me that there's like only a few in the world and he has one of them. And I'm like, okay, calm down. A lot of my classmates were wild in high school.
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰로만 수행해요. 저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력 덕분이지만 여러분의
Prosthetic fixers.
약하지 않았어요.
목적지까지 가기 위하여.
One community gripe is the difficulty. These streams become comfy though. Yeah. I just hope we don't run into another Ricardo. I feel like we will. Because I keep hearing stuff like, oh, the difficulty for... I heard people were having trouble with Kanto 7. And I heard people were having trouble in Kanto 8 as well. And I was also having trouble in Kanto 6. So I'm like, every Kanto is just difficult, right? It's just gonna be super hard. Lurking at the gym. Hello, Ube, welcome in. Hello, hello. Kanto 7 was easy as hell? What, really? Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I did have trouble with Kanto 6 too. Did you find that hard? Did you find the the Celt current hard? I was struggling. Don't lie. Don't lie. Okay, never mind. I'm never believing your words ever again. Speaking of Ricardo, how many times did it take for you to win? Maybe 3? It wasn't even me. I wasn't even doing anything. Like, it was just chat. I was asking people here, the viewers, the members, like how to beat Ricardo, and they were giving me the step-by-step. I got backseat so hard because I was like, there's no way I can do this by myself. And at the time I was still learning the game. I was like, I don't understand. You have Walpurgis IDs, you can beat Kanto 7 easily. Hopefully. 530 was the only hard stage for me up until Kanto. How do you remember the numbers? What is 530? What is 530? Is that Kekwing? Kekwig? Whatever her name was? Quickegg? It's Quickegg. That was her name. It was Ricardo. Oh, it was Ricardo in Kanto 5. Okay, never mind. Oh, the 530 is Ricardo. That's why it's so memorable. Oh, everybody knows it's Ricardo except for me. The Ricardo spam in chat. No, my trauma! Ah! What is GAG burning butt in stock? 448 was my first roadblock, and then Ricardo. I actually didn't have... I don't think I had that much trouble in Kanto 4, but I did have a lot of, like... How do I say it? Like, I did not believe in my skills. I was like, there's no way I can do this. And then, like, I ended up doing it anyway. It did take a few tries, I think. It was more like I was freaking out thinking that I couldn't do it, and then I did end up clearing it. Hold on 1 second. I have to blow my nose. The allergies are back.
처리했습니다.
This is a just chatting with Aldous ASMR. That's exactly what the stream is about. This should have been in the ASMR category. But it's not. Damn it.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고
I was confused what was going on. Oh, it's just double me. It's just my other. It's the other me. Victory! Double the ASMR. Hello. It's me. Zark_crevice. Someone caught my attention from the corner of my eye after another round of brutal combat. Huh? Oh, what's this now? We were in the final car adjacent to the freight train when we discovered that odd box with the T-Corp logo on it. The T-Corp logo? We know them. Just the emblem of T-Corp. It appears that the wall covering it was in the fierceness of our battle broken. Did you know that Aldous Bina VA streamed Limbus before? I didn't know that. No, do they all stream Limbus? Like Heathcliff's VA? Pretty sure they all have their own streaming accounts. Maybe we just don't know about the other ones. Didn't that chief executive guy, Hubert, right? Didn't he offhandedly mention something about partnering with other wings? I guess they were all in cahoots with the W Corp too. Such collaborations are not limited to T Corp. It is often the case with a wing might work with another. It is only on rare occasions that they urgently request the assistance of less significant, lesser-known corporations, such as our Limbus company. Their choice appears to be quite irregular. Ew! There's a person up there I just noticed. Sounds like W Corp's heydays are long behind them. Just like this wall that's falling apart, revealing what's behind. Oh, speak of falling apart. This room sure got messed up, huh? It was difficult for me to ignore how Rhodia hurriedly swerved to a different subject, as though she'd made a mistake. Even the tone of her voice shifted, like she was catching herself. Hello, Jinzo, welcome in. We're playing some very, very gory horror game today. Because this week is horror week. Limbus Company, my favorite horror game. The various destroyed prosthetic parts covered in human remains indicate that this train car was boarded by several prosthetic-equipped fixers. I can't think about that right now. Let's deal with the task at hand first. Maybe these people are from the same office as that guy we met at the platform. Remember, he said he was warped over to T-Corp on an expedition? Oh yeah! I forgot about that guy. There was that one guy who ran into us, and then he got really pissed off at Dawn. Look, almost like they're all wearing standardized sets of prosthetics. Same make, same model, and everything. I believe I have read articles stating that certain offices do exclusively hire fixers with prosthetics. Wait, We were walking through the bloodied train car when we suddenly heard Sinclair's voice crack, as though he saw something awful. Is that him? When I said ew, it was him? How to pronounce this word? He was the one who encountered at the platform. Oh, it is him. Oh man, I thought we would see him again. Like he has a whole sprite and everything. This is a fixer who suddenly started venting at us. Yeah, it's just karma. That's what you get for being mean to Dawn. Yeah, and he said something about going to T-Corp on an expedition and failing. They brought a whole train car full of fixers for this contract. I guess he wasn't exaggerating by calling it an expedition. Blood crystals are kind of pretty. They kind of are. I think they kind of are. You just have to ignore the fact that it's blood, right? There are over a dozen broken arms strewn about. He must have fought valiantly by replacing the broken arms with backup arms, perchance? Quite the strategy. Makes sense. That would explain all those broken prosthetic arms and legs in this car. Executive manager. There's likely an aftermath of a battle between the fixers and the blood bags. There were many similar cases during the war. Those using prosthetics would simply let their bodies be destroyed in battle because they considered them to be disposable as long as their wallets would permit. Of course, a blatant lack of self-preservation often led them to early graves. Maybe that's true. I see, there are multiple possible interpretations depending on one's perspective. Despite the fact that there is but a single scene, I'll remember both of your inputs. The flesh is just a prison for our minds. Think of it that way. That's a good attitude. Employees with attitude like yours often make it to the end of the war. Yes, well, good for them. Faust answers Aldous with an uncharacteristically snappy manner. Signs of fatigue were creeping into her pensive expression. You alright, Faust? It was weird to see any actual expression from her. I was starting to get worried. I am physically unharmed, yes, but... Yes, I am alright. However, I do not enjoy this circumstance which we find ourselves in. It is as though I am casting nets to nowhere, while lost and isolated in a blind sea. It sounds like a quote from a book or a movie. Nobody says that. Okay, I guess she's Faust. Faust would say that. I could usually complete those deductions within moments after establishing a few basic cross-references between the accessible information. Her voice was such a whisper for a second part of her sentence that even I could barely hear what she was saying. You know 6 in Roman numbers is VI and not IV? Did I say 6? Was that me? Did I get those mixed up, or are you just saying that? Just random trivia in chat. Feeling like you're completely lost, obsessively casting net after net over the black rippleless lake in desperate hopes that one of them might pull in something we could eat. She's speaking from experience. The black rippleless lake. I wonder where we saw that before. No way to tell where we are. No way to tell if there's even anything to eat under this glassy water surface. Grasping at the straws, you know. The sense I find mired in is not unlike your own. It is like lying my back over an unseen grave, where the reflection of radiance upon my eyes and the sanguine scent hanging from the tip of my olfactory tells me not of the forging path. Are they okay? They're speaking in poems. It seems like Ishmael and Yusang picked up on the first part of her sentence, however. They walked up to her and shared a few words of consolation. By the way, I don't ever recall you talking like that, Faust. It's Yusang, of course he speaks in poems. You're absolutely right. That was a stupid question. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something different about you today, somehow. That is... Oh, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm actually glad to learn that you had a softer side. She's becoming human. Ghost become human. Limbus become human. This unseen side of yours. It is unfamiliar yet quite fresh. Is the 6th Intervallo not the 4th Intervallo? Oh, did I mix it up in the title? Oh no. Oh, so you did have context. We did have context with that. Whoops, I'm gonna have to fix that. Is that so? Past reply was curt. She closed her eyes. As per the information provided by the pamphlet at the platform, it is likely that this train is composed of 12 passenger cars and 1 freight car. Because we are on the 11th car at the moment, that leaves a single car between us and the freight car in which Mephistopheles is secured. TK2 and Warp Express. Warp Express is the 4th, no. I've been calling it the 4th Intervallo this entire time. So I don't know. Is it the 4th or is it the 6th? I've been calling it the 4th. I guess we'll just have to all double check. Which means that there is a high likelihood that we will all soon encounter the Bloodfiend responsible for the creation of the blood bags aboard this train. The best ship is obviously Heathcliff and Ishmael. You get me! You know! It's like, okay, you know how they were all like fighting before Canto 5? Like Heathcliff and Ishmael, they had like a thing going on. It's like enemies to lovers, you know what I mean? The best trope. The best romance trope. Just beyond that door. And plus slow burn. Slow burn, enemies to lovers. That's what Heathmail is. You don't like Heathmail? You don't understand me. Hello, Hagen Dogs. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. We're going through some stories today. People are dying. Just frenemies. I mean, it works platonically as well, I feel. It doesn't have to be romance. I just think that they have a very, very nice dynamic going on. Very good interactions. Like when Ishmael was caught in her web of whatever whale juice in the whale, it was Heathcliff that pulled her out. Right? You guys remember that? It was Heathcliff. A hand reached out and it was Heathcliff's face in his hand. Well, how impressive could it be if its father's out this week? We practically smashed through the entire horde, no problem. Murder and Warp is 6. This one's 6? A different, more accurate interpretation would be to say that there's been a capable of commanding a force as large as the blood bags we have defeated should be considered a high-risk entity. Although it is not common knowledge, there is a subcategory of fixers called blood fiend hunters who specialize in, yes, hunting blood fiends. Ark, there's a game that has a skin inspired by Limbus Company. What is it? Don't say Roblox. Oh, you are. It is Roblox. Damn it. I'm never gonna be playing Roblox. No. Never utter that word in chat. Now I'm thinking about it. If blood bags are like mindless thralls to blood fiends, then they're kind of like private army. Their own private... Oh, they're like their private army, right? And being a power who can create a force of their own without concern for lowered morale or desertion. Wartime or not, they will always make for formidable foes. Hello, Cardin. Lurking from work. Help. Have fun at work. Hospital. Scary. The sinners each exchange various opinions from one another. Possible strategies, estimations of the blood fiend's strength. Hello, Rem. Welcome in. How you doing? How was Stardew yesterday? AI chat, not it again. The AI chat? And all of a sudden... Wait, Heathcliff was framed the way Quixote did when she pulled her out of the whale juice. And we all know that Ishmael felt about Quixote. The Yuri? So there is romance. That's what you're saying. 5 on the indecisive idleness. Our quest is to defeat the villain who hath brought such pain and misery upon this train, is it not? It may be vaporizing the blood, the lifeblood of innocent as we speak. Mighty or feeble, I care not. I swear upon mine honor that I shall smite this foe, and let my hand of justice be the judge of their fate. Let us hasten now. Don Quixote's sudden outburst immediately put a stop to the chatter. She's not wrong. Besides, we have to deal with the Bloodfiend to complete our contract. Fishmail has a type fishmail. And with that, we open the door leading to the final car of the train. Here it is. The final conclusion. Loving Yuri turned into toxic straight.
보다 더 일찍
What
의뢰를
happened?
완수했네요. 저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력 덕분이지만
The one who lords.
나쁘지 않았어요.
Interesting.
차원 파동 장갑 충전 완료.
This is one of my favorite intervallos, by the way. Really? I really loved TKT. I think that one was my favorite so far, but if you love this one, then maybe my expectations are going a little higher. I'm gonna raise them a little higher. Who are you? Why does he look so damn edgy? For what? Is it because he's a vampire? He's already got the aura just from being a vampire? What is with that look on thy faces? Thou standest in the audience of the prince. Why are thy obsequious smiles? He must be the Bloodfiend who caused this outbreak. He is our target. Bow to thy hands and grovel before royalty. Who the hell are you to make those demands? I shall impart this upon thee only once, so listen well. Thou mayest address me as Prince Cassity, the 6th kindred, or a kindred of the 6th generation, the rightful prince, and refuge from his family. Art thou the villain who hath brought such destruction and massacre upon this vessel? I love how Don is just matching his energy. It's like we're watching a Shakespeare play. Thou art a chatty one, so rudely before your prince. Yet I am feeling generous, for I am quite sated at the moment. As thou must have seen on the journey here, this place is a hall of banquet for a feast most majestic. No matter how many blood bags I create, no matter how much I devour them, the humans just won't stop coming. I only enjoy what was cast into my maw. He dons a mask for the purpose of merrymaking. If we're really going to exchange pleasantries, why don't you take that mask off? Or are you unfamiliar with the basic etiquette? Shakespeare. Oh. I get it. It all makes sense now. That's why Dawn talks this way, right? Because she's got a spear. Oh, this mask won't come off. I can't take it off. Shouldn't take it off. There's no prince without the mask. We're so ugly behind the mask. We all decide to hide how repulsive we become. But once I've drunk your blood full, it'll all go back to how it used to be. Only then can I unmask myself. who stitched this mask to your face skin. Not a half bad job. Your face skin? Is it stitched on? Of course it's excellent. Because this mask was crafted by none other than the great and eminent barber, whose name I dare not even speak. But it hurts so much! On his face skin. It's stitched on his face skin. Face skin! No, I'm smiling. Look how hard I'm smiling and laughing. Yes, I am the prince. That's what I am. He's a bloody loon in it. Alright. Done with the giggles then? Get ready for the beating of your life. I enjoy things like you and your friends. Don't cry! Bawling and bowing and sniveling on the ground for your lives. Lunge at me instead, The aggression, the boiling blood. Oh, how I love the fire. What are you, daft? Look around. There are 13 of us and only one of you. Do not let your guard down, Heathcliff. This entity has managed to turn countless passengers of this train into his blood bags. I ain't letting my guard down, but we blasted through so many blood bags we couldn't even keep in count. Didn't we? Couldn't even keep count. Oh, no. But the count is so important. You have to keep count of our visitors. Oh, yes, of course. I do remember to keep count of all our dearest visitors. Yes, sir, I do. You have no idea how powerful I am, and I shall not relinquish my throne to thee from this budding kingdom. All I have to do is sit here and do nothing, and the blood bags present themselves before me. There is no paradise like this out there. You have no idea what I did to create this place. I mean, he just told us. He said he did nothing. Oh, how elated my forebear kindreds would be. Should they be here to witness what I have created? The cornucopia of abundance. This pleasure. Oh, this freedom. But this kingdom is mine. I made it. I'm not giving it away. Nope. This is rather curious. Alice is so nonchalant. I love her for this. It appears that this blood fiend leaves this car only on rare occasions. A cornucopia. Because we're coping? Sorry, that was that's a bad joke. Yeah, we have seen signs of his insidious influence throughout every car we have visited so far. Then what he meant by how the blood bags present themselves before him has to be... Oh look, it's Sasha. I was wondering where she went. Thank you for the head pat, Cube. Hold on a minute. Yeah! I figured suddenly and frantically charged into this car. It was Sasha, the fixer we ran into one of the earlier cars. Cassidy shrinks into his throne at the sudden burst, terror apparent on his face. He doesn't really have the aura as I thought he would have. Ah, it is thee! By the... Hast thou truly journeyed here to assist us in our quest? Lo! That villain is the blood fiend responsible for the tragedies that have transpired aboard this train. Help us slay the cur and eventually lead the passengers thou hast protected this far out of this train. Blood fiends. What if there was more than a single blood fiend on board? One still capable of rational thought. Damn, you actually made it all the way back here? Guess the wings don't give out contracts just to anyone. I used to fight my damnest too, till I was the last one standing. What's she talking about? But where did that leave me? In the end, I stood alone with nothing but a single one of these 4 arms left. I think she's turned into a blood fiend. I think she's gone a little crazy and insane. Goodbye, Sasha. We all know what happens to all the Sashas in anime and games. They all end up dying. Sorry, Attack on Titan spoilers. Kind of funny how the perspective on life can just completely flip when you're really in the shit. I think my last thoughts were, man, I don't want to die. Oop. So I fell on my knees and pleaded. I told him that. Don Quixote, watch out! I'd do anything to live. Blood rapidly crystallized around Sasha, like a suit of armor as she swung her great sword at the sinners, striking them even before Faust finished her sentence. Ah! What? What did I say? I commanded you to give me a warning before jumping in like that. Don't you know how loud your stupid arms are? I thought the family had come for me. I'm sorry, Lord Cassidy. Oh, she looks pretty cool. Allow me to introduce my kindred to thee. To be the first of many since my escape, for the kingdom I intend to build. My kindred, my loyal squire, who shall be at my side as I build my dynasty of my own. My family. Lord Cassidy, I had intended to select the more powerful of the bunch to send to this car, as you have commanded me, but the humans in my car were all weaklings, so I present before you this group from the first-class car. Kindred. Are you even aware of the exact nature of a kindred? Nah, but I can tell you this. What if it's like translucent crystal, right? Yeah, it doesn't look very translucent. A third eye, perhaps? That's how she can see? When I accepted my lord's blood into my veins, it was as though I was reborn. I see. A blood fiend's kindred is like sub-entity of the blood fiend, similar in concept to sub-entities created by distortions or abnormalities. It must have been a desperation that drove you to accept this proposition without hesitation, despite the lack of relevant information. Maybe. That's probably what was going through my head before I became a kindred. Thou hast been in cohorts with this villain all this time, as his lackey. Even ere then, when we first laid our eyes upon thee. Lady, you have no idea how much I freaked out when one of you asked me something about red eyes. Not that would have mattered if he did suspect me, though, since my red eye is just a prosthetic. Then, the passengers who were under thy protection... Haven't I told you that the count matters? The longer the line, the better. Blood bag noises. Dozens of blood bags began shambling into the room from behind Sasha. A smaller one among them stood out to me. Oh no. No! The kid! I need to blow my nose. I'm about to cry. My mind immediately snapped to the child, who grabbed Don Quixote's coattails. Why is it so goddamn dry? Sorry. 1 second. I need some water. Alright. Continuing. You were shit-talking her for having long hair. There's no real grief. Did I do that? I forgot. I remember doing that. I knew that the passengers were dead the moment we realized Sasha was a blood fiend. But this, I really, really hoped that I wouldn't have to face this reality. Not like this. There was a child. Yup, little Runt wanted to be a fixer if she got to grow up. Oh no, no! Good thing she won't, though. I can tell you on good authority that living as a blood bag is way better than the drudgery that is the life of a fixer. Believe me, I'd know. Holds thy vile tongue. Don't insult the fixers! Not in front of Don Quixote. Dreaming of becoming a famous, respected fixer? And an actor of justice? It's all just a stupid pipe dream that always ends in crushing disappointment. Or a really, really early grave. Silence! Silence! Don Quixote did not give Sasha time to finish her sentence. She was already charging full speed at her with her lance drawn. Don't say that in front of Don.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Oh, this is focus encounter. I see. Whatever, enter anyway. Dream ending. Dream ending.
처리했습니다.
Craving blood bag. I can't even read them. We're killing them way too fast. Craving blood bag passenger. Hungering blood bag cleanup agent. Oh, there's a warp guy.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
Dreamy X-Ark. Who's that? This theme brings me bad memories on my mirror dungeon runs. I've never tried hard mirror dungeons, but I was having the roughest time with the Queen of Hatred in mirror dungeons. What the hell? Oh, what the hell?
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록.
Anyways, gotta go. See y'all next time. Goodbye, Azrael, the fallen angel. Thank you for hanging out. Big moi to you. Fighting this with the bleed team before I knew about clashing gifts was torture. No. Maybe I was lucky because early in the early in the beginning, people were like, "You should try a bleed team," and then I was like, "Why? I'm struggling." Why do you want to see me dying so badly? What is your problem? Okay, these guys need to calm down. Whatever, they're fine. I don't need that many people on them. Whatever.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I beat this guy with a sinking team, at least, and it's all good at least. I've never used sinking ever before in my life. Ever.
모을 필요는 없겠군요.
Sasha! Oh, she's here now. That's her. Cool.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
Sinking right now is pretty... Is it like not meta? Is it bad? Sinking is pretty good unless your opponent is Kim. Kim? Kim Ji-hoon? Sinking is meta because of well PP Rodion. No bamboo Kim. Oh. Oh, that's what you mean. I don't know. I've never wrote. Oh god, this is gonna die. I've never tried. Never tried. It's fine. We can kill him with yeah, like 5 sinners, no problem. No problem. Sacrifices need to be made. Know what I mean? Burn and Rupture got nerfed a lot. I can imagine. Like, I can... Because Rupture's like true damage, right? So I feel like that's always... You can't really go wrong with true damage. The third coming of Ring Sang is soon. I'm still using him religiously in your dungeons whenever I want a quick run. Man, they're ganging up on it. Oh, Out is... How is she alive? Oh, she's gonna... Okay, she's gonna take like exactly 12 damage. She's gonna die next turn. That's fine. You know what, let's just do this. Is there even... They're all dead.
방해물을 제거합니다.
Do you have healing egos? I don't feel it. Is there only one wave? I wasn't checking. Maybe I should have checked. Because if I did have healing egos, I probably do have healing egos, and it would have been... Actually alive. Do we have healing egos? Healed 10 SP, that's not really gonna... It's only SP. Any base egos with healing? I'm not sure. Anyways. Wow, would you look at that? We're just gonna add one more here, just in case, you know. Just in case it doesn't hit. Let's divide them up.
모을 필요는 없겠군요.
Fluid Sac, which I don't have. Pursuance, I don't think I have that. Garden of Thorns, I don't think I have that. Unbelievable. My first kindred to be created without their authorization is this bumbling fool. I pray for your forgiveness, my parent. Be gone from my sight. At least thou hast brought me some blood bags for sustenance. Yet it must be the responsibility of a parent to clean up the mess of his child. What a load of shit. And with that, Cassidy reached out towards the pile of blood bags on the ground. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's time for Outis to retire. Oh, what abundance! I had nearly forgotten this sensation. An armor of hardened blood materialized over the Bloodfiend's body. His sheer aggression and hatred was palpable enough to make her skin crawl. It appears that he has empowered himself by reaping their blood. Though my power is yet to fully return, this magnificent armor is quite befitting of a parade for the prince who would have become a king. Would thou agree? Yes, sir. Yes, you do. Of course you do. Challenge me now, O rebels. Challenge thy king. There she goes. Goodbye. We're fine. We're fine. What the hell? We're not fine. Oh, he's got two. Oh, that's nasty! Don't- why would you do this? Don Quixote. How much bleed does she have? Zero? She'll be fine, right?
공격 범위 확인.
Win rate trust. Win rate it is. Bleed kinda carried me through this? No way. Do you have Princess Rodion? I don't. No.
출력 최대치.
I think you can actually win rate this boss.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
If you say so. I'm pretty sure I can.
핫.
He doesn't seem too terrifying. Grovel before me. He's too big of an ego. We need to humble him a little bit. Get humbled more. Bloodthirst.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Wait. Wait. Wait, he's healing? Ew, this is nasty. Why would you do that? Is he just back to full health? Oh, that's gross. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? I'm never gonna trust in the neutral ever again. What is this? What is happening here? God. On evade use. That's fine, right? It's fine, right? We should have kept Outis alive.
슬픔에 흔들린 마음
A heart shaken by sour bursts like this.
터져버리죠.
Can we stagger him? Oh no. Oh no. Gains a new pattern when stored blood reaches 0 for the first time. Maybe I should have read. It says unit speed to 10 when using a skill. I am Prince of Parade. God. Ew, that's nasty. Oh, this is nasty. It's fine, right? As long as we win all the clashes, yeah? Oh, Faust is so slow. For what? Oh, she's so slow. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Okay, never mind. I don't think I can do anything there. Anyways, good luck, Honglu. Yeah, he's gonna reach 0. Or no, either way he's gonna have to freaking clash. It's fine. Honglu's gonna die anyway. The next sacrifice. I get the feeling we might have to restart. Trains of Others is so peak. It would be really useful here. I don't really... Out. Goodbye. Goodbye. I fear we may need to restart this. Oh. I don't want to do this anymore. So win rate was a lie. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try that again. This time we got it. This time we're gonna bring a few more participants. All right. Let's see. Okay.
정리를 시작하겠어.
Now you must read. God, oh god, reading? Oh no. This room. This room. You just have to win rate harder. You're right. Maybe I just got really bad luck. Maybe I just got super bad luck. Were they all like half dead to begin with? Anyways. Let's just think about this a little bit.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Thinking? What's that? I'm not sure. Never had a single thought in my entire life. Why am I using charge? This is the only team I have. It's either that or Charmer. What, you want me to use bleed? Yeah, I'm using Warp W Corp because it's canon. I think it's funny that way. W Corp with Faust. With multi-crack Faust. Not a single thought in my head. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this first and then... On hit, inflict to... On use... If I... Do I have to offset that? Is he gonna bleed me regardless? I'm gonna offset it. I don't know how this works. Hello, Don Quixote. We're gonna shove you over here. Does this work? Like, can I? Yes, okay. You can't offset counter skill, unfortunately. Why would they say offset if I can't offset it?
그다지 유쾌하진 않.
Why would they say that? Why is it in the UI? Well, that sucks. Okay, everybody's just bleeding a little bit. We're not bleeding too hard. We're not bleeding too hard. I think we're... And if I can't offset this, I'll just ignore it. One second. Who is this? Flashing with Dawn. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, we'll shove Faust Outis. Let's shove Outis here. And who are you clashing with? Honglu? Okay.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Yeah, the less thinking you do, the less stress you have, and the less stress you have, the longer you live. That's how it works. So you guys can all live to 5,001 years old. Just don't think. There's no thinking. Thinking's overrated. Alright. Out is in Dawn, go up there. I think we're good. Divine Comedy. Hey, I know that title. Oh, she just killed her. Okay, that's fine. You do you, Faust.
자, 이번은 이쪽으로 모으고
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
Okay. Nobody's dead yet. There's Sasha. I'm a little scared of her. Nobody's dead yet. That's a good thing. This is why we saved Rick's space. Can I offset this? Can I offset this? Base power +1 for every 3 bleed? Legit question. You guys can answer this. With the counter, no. If it's this, you can. Just not counter. Why would you offset defense? Well, it says on use. Are they gonna use it regardless? Do we just ignore it then? I'll just ignore it. Send Bussy. Hello, not Kulo. Okie dokie. Who is this? Mirror Salt? Okay.
방해물을 제거합니다.
아하.
Wild hunt when kid named Bat. Yeah, we're doing fine now. Aldous is not dying. We're not win rating. Are we locking in? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. More! Oh, she's almost dead. She's almost dead. Okay, we only need... I feel like we only need one ID, one sinner attacking Sasha, but like, yo, just in case, maybe we'll have two. Okay, 1 second, let me close the door. Alright. Alright. Who are you? This is Aldous? Aldous can kill them no problem, right? You know what? Just in case. Two here, one there, one there. Okay. No, it's probably better if I did this instead. Yeah. Okay. I don't need a skill 2 here. Okay.
방해물을 제거합니다.
It's me, I'm Blue Woman. Hello, skill letters. Welcome in. How's the express going? We died one time. We died to, not to Sasha. No, Aldous died to Sasha last time. So this is round 2.
모을 필요는 없겠군요.
This is round 2 without win rating this time. We're actually thinking. We're going on ahead. Nobody's bleeding? Okay, we're good. Everybody's still at full health? Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Using Faust's skill 3 is better than using her skill 2, right? Because her skill 2 uses up all of her charge. Dominating, 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 dominating. I feel like I can just win rate this part. Shall we? Shall we, shall we, shall we? Just gonna double check everything. Maybe it's good that we... Maybe this is a waste. But what if I went... What if I did this? Nah, I don't need his ego.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 점검.
아하.
At least the music is epic. Like, yeah, we are doing this a second time. But I don't really mind. Yeah, music is peem. I'm enjoying this. One of my earbuds are not working. The left one is not working. So I'm listening through one ear only. He's doing the weird bloodthirst thing. I don't like this. Loses 1 value every time this unit loses 5 HP. I know you said win rate this, but at the same time I'm scared. I'm scared. Stored blood is gonna reach 0 soon. So after the next turn, he's gonna reach 0. Maybe I should... I'm just kidding. That's not a good idea. Nope. But he's like... What if we hit all of this? You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. This is Dawn. Rather, I'm gonna put her skill 3 on unopposed. I think that's better. There we go. There we go. And we'll also... No. This is fine. Okie dokie. If we don't get to this stagger bar next turn, I'm gonna cry.
공간을 뭉갠다.
The red glitching is so cool. Hello, Nell. Welcome in. You can't dodge and my skill rolls 32. How do you get that high of a number to begin with? Okay, here it is. This is it. This is unclashable. Oh, it's over. Okay, okay, you know what? How about... Maybe just defend? You think that's a better idea? If nothing's working? There's a waste of skills? Is he like not going to... Okay. Defense skills on unclashable is always a better idea. There we go. There we go. He's healing. He is going back to full health. Okay, wait, you guys were right. Maybe that was better. That was better than, you know, them taking 5,000 damage. The bleed stacks. Ow. Okay. Okay, Yusan. Do your thing. I'm scared of this one too. Okay, Mirasol. Do your wall binding. Alright, are we good? Are we good?
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하라.
I suggest you use Mirasol's ego.
들이 옥죄어 온다.
Oh, my brain's working. I did it before you even read your message. A certain gunblade dude made me learn that defense skills are very useful. A gunblade dude. Mirsol? Capo Mirsol? That guy? Oh, Jack Black is outside my window. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close the window. He's shouting really loudly. But you guys can watch the clash.
출력 최대치.
Okay, I'm back. Bloodthirst. What does Bloodthirst do? Gain 1 fragile and damage up. Or gain 2 fragile and damage up. Yeah, Jack Black is outside my window. Okay, he's just a guy who looks like Jack Black and he was shouting a lot. He's working on, I don't know, landscaping or something. Okay.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
They're all dominating. I should be able to win. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Kappa Salt is Arg. Padgrave, he's so peak. His entire design is peak. I'm so sad I couldn't get him. I used up all of my Wall PP lunacy just to see if I could get Kappa Mirsal, and I didn't. I couldn't get him. I spent all of my lunacy. If you target an enemy with a defense skill and have it unopposed, it will activate. If they do an unopposed attack, or if you lose the clash. So you just ignore all of the defense skills essentially. I'm guessing. I spent all my lunacy trying to get Sinclair. But I got 3 mirror cells. I have to buy Sinclair with the 200. Oh no. No, man. Oh no. Okay. Let's see how we can deal with this. Let's see. Maybe I'll just, you know, they're at like full sanity anyway. This would be a waste, wouldn't it? You know, just I think this is cool. How much charge does she have? Okie dokie. Okay, they're all dominating. Alrighty. Okay.
공격 범위 확인.
We win this. Off-pull had to pity once and almost had to pity full pull last. Pity pull a second time? I've never gotten to that point. I've never had enough lunacy to ever reach pity. Maybe that's a good thing for me. Yeah, 400 pulls. Oh, that's insane. You watched the whole thing? You guys were streaming it on Discord? Was it for Walpurgis?
한순간이라도 놓친다면 영원히
I'm so sorry. I had to do it last Walpurgis. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's torturous. We're not skipping this animation. It's so cool. Get warped in the warp train. I think like after a certain point I would just give up. It's just me. Can we get to the second stagger bar? No, we can't. I don't know. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Okay, whatever. We're fine. Favor dominating. Do I trust this? Maybe should we try again? Let's do this because I think it's fun. Never trusting a favorite and never trusting a neutral because Gacha's just like that.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리.
You never know if the 5% is gonna screw you over. You have all W Corp with Dimension Shredders? I mean, there's Multi-Crack Faust. It is pretty cool, right? This is why I'm bringing this team here. I mean, this is really my only leveled up team anyway. I don't really grind for materials, so I don't have a choice. It's this or Bleed. Those are my only 2 teams. My only 2 available teams, and I'm not bringing my Bleed team here. Hello, Tendoshiro. Thank you for the raid. Hello, guys. We're at the final of the final. I'm guessing, maybe, hopefully, perhaps. Anyways, what are you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good stream. Were you guys streaming? Let me give you a shout out. Oh, never mind. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, you guys were also playing Limbus Company. Oh, you shall look away because of spoilers. All right. Goodbye. Please leave. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But yeah, we're playing Intervallo 4. This is 4, right? This is 4.
공격권 확인.
Something about the warp train. Have a good lurk. Hello everyone. I am Ark. I'm an artist. I stream Limbus Company every Wednesdays. Welcome in. If you need to raid and run, feel free to do so. Victory! If you guys need to rest, please rest. We don't talk about what happened in Lovetown. No, I have trauma. We don't. We never talk about it. Yeah, I'm Zark_Crevice. It hurt. It hurts. It hurts. Yes, I love your boiling human blood. But this is too painful. This guy keeps regenerating, no matter how many times we tear him to pieces. I don't know if we can... The mental fatigue finally got to Gregor and Sinclair, who collapsed to the ground. The strange environment of warp trains was proving to be significant help to the Bloodfiend's regenerative ability. The battle continued much longer than our scuffles at the Corp border checkpoint, or our struggle against the endless hordes of the dead at the basement of Wuthering Heights. The sinners had all grown much stronger since then, but they were reaching a breaking point. Don Quixote continues to wildly pummel the Bloodfiend with her lance, breaking, stabbing, crushing him. Every time a body part regenerated, she's so mad. She's like, you talk shit about fixers, this is what you get. I am so hungry. Ridiculous! Thy hunger is no justification for this massacre thou hast wrought. Shut up. You don't understand. You don't know how awful it is to surviving for 200 years on that disgusting, horrible... No, I don't even want to think about it. Hungry? Go eat! Shut up. Be quiet. No, I'm sorry, I'll be good. Please let me have just a sip, just the smallest sip, please. Brother, may I have some blood? Brother, may I have some oats? It won't matter how many times you stab me. I shan't stop until all of thy flesh and bone and organs are crushed into a viscous, shapeless mush, never to become whole again. But the Bloodfiend's regeneration is so powerful that he's recovering so fast, as fast as Don Quixote is destroying him. He's regenerating at an insane rate. We can't. My kindred! My child! I have given thee new life, invited thee to this banquet. So do thy responsibilities. The blessings of a parent must be repaid, no? What can I do? Find their weakness, break their anchor, make them kneel and grovel before me in desperation just as you had. Wait, I think I got an idea. They're brainstorming now as they're getting pummeled to pieces? Sasha began looking around wildly, surprised by Cassidy's sudden command. Is it Cassidy? Cassidy. It's just the way they fight. Reminds me a lot of the ways we prosthetic user fixers fight. Just as prosthetic fixers slowly lose their sense of self-preservation, their limbs becoming no more important than tools to be replaced. How is she alive, you're right. These idiots act with such abandon as if they have multiple lives to burn through. With nothing to protect, they throw themselves wildly into battle like moths to a flame. And forget to look after what's really important. Like this thing. Oh, are they going after Dante? Oh no. With one of her remaining arms, Sasha picked up the master card key. Oh, Faust showed her in one of her previous cars. Don Quixote, stop her now! Oh, my parrot, I offer this gift to you. Gah. Don Quixote immediately leaped at the fixer, but one of her arms struck her away with great force. Ishmael and Mirsault, who has just been holding Cassidy down, were no match for his strength without Don Quixote's fury. Oh my goodness. Fury, the Bloodfiend threw them both to the side and grabbed the key card. This is the key to the first cards, my lord. With this, grow your army of blood bags to bring glory to the kingdom. No! Cassidy examines the master key card with clear interest. Without that key card, we'll be trapped inside this train for thousands of years until it reaches its destination. Dante. Didn't Sasha just strike Dawn? Maybe? I believe I have tried my utmost to overcome this adversity without access to Faust's knowledge and intelligence. However, with our loss of the master keycard, the uncertainty of this circumstance is greatly exacerbated. At the origin of this plight, Faust took a deep breath, as if she was about to take a deep dive into the source of all this trouble. Must be my over-reliance on Faust. From what I can tell, Faust has already been operating based on information she had received from Faust, so a situation like this, where she has to make decisions on her own, has to be unfamiliar to her. But Faust is an admirable sinner with or without Faust. I've been thinking the same thing about myself, actually. That I might have been relying too much on that perfect Faust. But even without Faust, you still give us good direction to follow after analyzing the information we brought you. Maybe uncertainty itself doesn't always have to be a problem for us. Remember? Thus the lack of plan itself becomes the plan. You said it yourself. Yeah, we just charge straight in. We just bulldoze it. I see. Indeed. Among many, I am a Faust that believes in uncertainty. Our loss of the master key card is but one of the innumerable uncertain variables in this equation. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, win rate. The constant is, however, that the Bloodfiend is as desperate as we are. Thus the only option that remains at present is to compromise. You there! Looks like thou art the one who's been regenerating your friends. Stop. Stop doing that, alright? Don't heal a single one of them, or I'll smash your precious key to pieces. Manager, Squire, compromise? To compromise with a villain as vile as that cur. I didn't have the time to regenerate Don Quixote's severe injuries just yet, and the rest of the sinners were already unconscious. The only sinner who could still move and talk normally was Faust, whom I just rewound the clock for. Yeah, let's do that. Hello, Banyan, hi. Welcome in. Very well. Then, Cassidy, why don't we move this conversation to a different location? Hello, Keep. Only I will accompany Dante to these negotiations. I will make my intentions clear now. Dante and I will not attack you there. There is no doubt in my mind that Cassidy must be completely exhausted by the unending barrage of attacks from Don Quixote and the sinners. Faust's suggestion that we move this conversation to a different place without the sinners must have been a sweet one. Peek incoming! Oh, exciting, rubs hands like a fly. Just you two, huh? Yes, the freight car is immediately adjacent to this one. That is where we will further discuss what we have to offer to one another. That clock must be the monarch then, hmm? And thou art one of the retainers? Hello, Azu. Welcome back. Correct. Very well. This will be a royal debate then. It is only right that a royalty talks to no one else but the one who is his equal. Hello, home. I'm X-Ark. Manager. Esquire. We'll be back in a minute, Don Quixote. Thus, we left in the incapacitated sinners and Don Quixote, who watched on with hollow, despondent eyes as we walked away. We carefully made our way into the freight car. Yeah, the baby girl just needs a hug. You can be the hugger, Just Law. That's your job. I'm assigning you with the role of the Dawn Hugger. So, Faust, why are we doing this in the freight car again? You starting Canto 7 today? Yeah, perhaps. We can start, like, the beginning parts of it. If I finish this. Dante, this will be my first attempt at a gamble. We love gambling here. That's why we're playing Limbus Company, and that's why we play gacha games. What? Gambling! And with that, the door closed shut behind us. That's a cool looking chair. Best Canto incoming. Canto 7? Your favorite? Negotiation. I had to grab my lunacy. Just in case I miss it. What is this? Who did I get? Why is there a new under here? Oh, I got an ego. When did I get this? Oh, this is from the battle pass. Oh, I see. Okay. Anyways.
닥쳐라, 해파. 누굴 팰지 내가 정한다.
Oh, why did it repeat the fight? Did we go back? Oh, oh, oops. I would have not known if he didn't tell me. I would have just kept going. I would have been like, why does this feel so familiar?
좀 과하게 날뛰셨네요.
Why is this like deja vu? So this passageway leads straight into Mephistopheles? Oh. I see where this is going. This is where it all started. This stupid bus awoke me from my slumber. If only this bus hadn't completely filled up the freight car. I wasn't planning to start the parade so soon. I'll create a kindred here. Dante. Hmm? The connection has been restored. Hell yeah. Connection? The suddenness of her statement briefly knocked me off my train of thought. I looked at her and cocked my head in confusion, and she replied with an even quieter whisper without looking away from the Bloodfiend. I got the Wi-Fi. Got the free Wi-Fi. Boarding Mephistopheles has re-established my connection to Faust. Cha-ching! And did you know that this would work? No. And as I have stated before, this was a pure, incalculable gamble based on my own uncertain hypothesis. Your Bluetooth device has been connected. This success helped me somewhat comprehend Miss Rhodia's fascination with gambling. A faint smile appeared on Faust's lips for a moment before fading away. And now that the connection has been re-established, I would like to make a complaint against the Faust in the Gesellschaft management regarding the fact that they have neglected to list the information pertaining to the loss of connection within the interiors of the warp trains. However, finding a solution to this situation takes precedence. I have much reason to believe that their omission was done on purpose, but I hope such is not the case. Faust gently advanced towards the Bloodfiend. Let us discuss the details of our compromise. What are you willing to accept in return to the Master Keycard? Faust never yaps this much. This is the first time when she had, like, yap upon more yap. If thou were just anyone, I would have wished to turn thee all into blood bags and drink every last drop of thy blood. Thou art unlike a common person. My wish is to maintain the secrecy of this kingdom of mine for as long as possible. And thine wish is to leave this place, right? Once I relinquish to thee this keycard, and once thou returnest to your first-class seats, we'll live here happily, ever after, like nothing happened. When the train gets there, you get off the train. Everything goes back to the way they're supposed to be. How's that for a deal? Like nothing happened. Faust, what about the job we were contracted to do in the first place? Our memories and any signs of battle will be entirely erased upon our arrival. We will have no way to relay our news, whether one of success or failure. If we had the means to defeat him, then at least W Corp would inform us that our contract was successful after the fact, however. This current scenario will leave us with nothing to show for, not even the smallest hint, and the contract will end in failure. However, what takes precedence over the contract is you and the sinner's psychological stability. She cares for the people. It's not like we've always been successful, so that was something I could live with. But what about the other passengers of this train? And its future passengers? I remember the look on Don Quixote's face whenever we would come across these inevitable forms of injustice. Do it for Don. Faust does not reply. Do it for the passengers. Do it for the people. You always predict what will happen, so what's your prediction? I think logic tells us that we should leave, but because this is a Faust arc, right? And this is about Faust become human, I'd say that we fulfill the contract. I think that's what's gonna happen. It would be such a letdown if we just left, right? And nothing happened. This is supposed to be a peak story, right? Peak story means that we say fuck it to logic and rationality, and we go down with everyone else, or we fight the long battle. Are we going to have to let them die? See, that would be like the worst possible scenario. There's no way. Yeah, we fuck it win rate. We bulldoze it through. Innocent lives will be lost, but we cannot prioritize their lives over our safety. That must be Faust and the company's policy. And yet... See, and yet! There it is! There it is! I shan't allow this! Don Quixote! I thought her wounds were too severe for her to even crawl, let alone walk. But, with sheer will, she pushed herself through the pain to reach this freight car. Don? I will not tolerate this. We cannot let this vile wretch live and turn a blind eye to everything he's done. It's her again. Cassetti sounds traumatized. He's like, no, get her away from me. What, do you want to stay here for what is essentially an eternity within this train? I know the truth. Everything hinges on this key, doesn't it? As soon as I break this in half, you'll have to spend this eons inside this... Hello, Nas. Welcome in. It's her, not again. I care not. I would welcome the eons. Should it mean eons of penance for thee, 'tis much preferable to let thy villainy go unanswered. If this place be the site of thy eternal judgment. Faust and I grabbed Don Quixote. She'd normally be strong enough to wriggle free of her grips, but she'd already pushed herself beyond her limits merely by walking here. More like crawling here. Faust, unhand me! Thou mustn't let him live! Manager Squire! Don Quixote, letting him destroy that key means that you'll be condemning the sinners to thousands of years of torment. Then I shall fill the millennia with tales of legend I had read in the magazines. No time, however infinite, shall be too great to overcome should we endeavor as one. Certainly, you are aware that your suggestion is no solution at all, Don Quixote. Then there has to be another way. No? Thou art both possessors of great wisdom. Faust, Manager Esquire, is there truly no path in which we may bring justice to the villain, and the sinners remain unharmed? Her struggle begins to wane, but this was no acceptance. This was dejection. Wait, Don Quixote, no! In the commotion, we failed to notice that the Bloodfiend had been quietly advancing at us. We let Don Quixote go at the last second. But we were a second too late. Oh, what's going on? Oh, my dearest parent, forgive my transgressions of creating another without thy sanction. Oh. Thou shalt become my next kindred. Oh, I do not like that. Quixote screams incoherently as he leaps onto Don Quixote, piercing her neck with his fangs before we even had the chance to do anything. Become vampire. Oh, I did not expect this to be the solution. Faust? What do you mean, the solution? According to this information I had viewed in the past, and once again, just now, it's... Dante, take cover behind me and remain absolutely still. And please, do note that the other sinners must never hear a word of what is about to happen. The 80s party, am I right, guys? What? What's going on? Is it the goth raves? Is that what's going on? The goth raves? We're bringing back the 80s goth raves? Don Quixote levitates slightly into the air, the strings on her shoes unraveling as they slip off her feet on their own. It's lunch break! Yay, food! She looks on with bewilderment as her running shoes fall to the floor. And... Ah! God! Rocinante! I've always had this question swirling at the unfocused backstage of my mind. No, her shoes! I thought she never takes them off. Oh no! Is this what happens when we take them off her feet? She becomes Super Saiyan? Goku? Her power's at 9,000. Why are you always so protective of those running shoes, Don Quixote? Running shoes? Ah! Release the foot. Not the foot fungus! No! Oh god, yeah, imagine this. It probably smells bad. She's, you know, I feel like Dawn would be really stinky. Dost thou speak of our dear Rocinante? Yeah, those. Have battled through thick and thin, feast and famine with dear Rocinante in sorrow and in joy. No matter the brutality of trials that hath struck me, it hath become a loyal steed by my side for however long it hath been in existence. She doesn't know when she got them? Manager Esquire, wherefore hast thou not saluted Rocinante as well? This must be a rather auspicious occasion to do so. Nope, I think I'm good. Aha! Be not so bashful. Go on ahead. Look stinky. Small girl is torturing TikTok with Stinky. Stinky they are not. Scuffed as they may appear, Rocinante is in pristine condition. Also, thou shalt not address me as small girl. Not the sniffer. No. Not like this. Evacuate. Evacuate. Don Quixote, don't tell me you go to sleep wearing those Rocinante. Oh ho, I have always been quite certain that someone so esteemed as thee, Manjo Squire, would care to ask me how Rocinante fares. I didn't mention that this question is inspired by numerous eyewitness reports from other sinners who also saw her wandering the halls in her pajamas and wearing Rocinante. Verily, Rocinante and I remain bound together, even in slumber. There shall be no separating the two of us. We are bound not by need nor want. We are simply bound together through plight and delight. Now that I think about it, every single identity of Don Quixote was also wearing those pair of running shoes, Rocinante. It's lore. Have you ever taken them off? Take them off? Why, whatever dost thou mean? As in, detach Rocinante from my body? 'Tis a very odd insinuation thou maketh. Guys, stop sniffing the grippers! Oh, that's nasty. She looks at me with puzzled eyes as though taking those pair of running shoes off was somehow an unconceivable idea. They were something much more than just her favorite pair of running shoes. Her odd attitude of treating something so far removed from common sense as something completely ordinary. What does Rocinante mean to Don Quixote? What even is that thing? An overwhelmingly powerful stench suddenly explodes, radiating in all directions. As a metallic stench of blood suffocates the bus, filling every corner of it with its sickening horror. And then darkness. It's the pressure. Oh no, her power is over 9,000! It was pressure, not stench. It is stench now. No, that's impossible. Oh gosh, it's a biohazard. Oh, it's coming. Oh, do you guys see the aura? It's like coming out from her feet. In all-absorbing darkness, voice is our only light. You are the second kindred. How did you? I should have felt your presence. Where did all this fur come from? These feathers? I do think I saw a faint outline of an aura. The aura! Oh god! I see a red aura. The long fur dormant of sorts. Though the shimmering aura I think I saw red eyes. You have committed the sin of filial impiety, transgressor. Who is Don? Who are you? I know that voice, but I also don't. I've never heard it in such a low, imposing tone before. It speaks toward the lesser being. Is that the red mist? The blood fiend shriveled and kneeling, trembling, pathetic. Mercy! Oh, venerated ancestor, I beg for the mercy of the second kindred! I beg for the mercy of the second kindred! I beg! Insolent worm. Crimson droplets of blood slowly rises around the blood fiend's mouth, before congealing and sealing his mouth shut. God, she's so freaking cool. No language worming its way out of your maw shall be worth my ears. No. To commit the sin of filial impiety by attempting to travel against bloodstream, to commit such abomination against your ancestor, I cannot well sanction impudence of continued existence. Coagulate, then melt away. Quixote's body begins liquefying into a slick stream of blood, its form curdling and crumbling, then dripping to the ground. Rapidly yet ponderously, like that ice cream Don Quixote loved so much, melting away on the floor, heated under the searing sun. Ah. You. Don Quixote turned to look at me, who was still on the floor after being thrown by the shockwave. And with a cryptic look of pity, she uttered something. Indeed, you must be the promised timepiece. Still short. She didn't grow at all. Something I couldn't quite understand. Resonante. To me. Resonante. I beseech you. What's going on? I carefully reached out, grabbed her shoes, and slipped them onto her bare feet, one by one. The honor! It's your stand! One day. She gasped, stumbled. It should have been me! Not Dante, that should have been me! Slumped to the ground. Damn, I wish we could have seen more of her instead of just her silhouette. Her second kindred Riz. Were you guys rizzed up? Do you guys feel rizzed up by dawn? Uncertainty. Grandma! More like mommy. Sometime later. Can somebody explain what just happened in a way that makes sense? I knew that sinners would all be shocked and confused. After all, when they, including Faust and Don Quixote, all came back to life after I rewound the clock. All that remained was the destroyed door to the freight car, and the disgusting, obliterated remains of what was once Quixote. My personnel has lost their consciousness from the mental stress of the prolonged battle against the Bloodfiend. Whatever measure it was that manager had taken, it can be said that it was appropriate. I guess so. Well, good work, everyone! However, the definition of most personnel excludes 3 individuals. Therefore, it would be the most appropriate to direct any questions to them. Wait. Who are those 3? Faust. The manager. And Don Quixote, who's still unconscious. Goodbye! Goodbye, Fiendre. Thanks for, if that's how I pronounce your name, thanks for hanging out with me. Good night. Really? The 3 of you? Wow, you were spot on. When did we even have the time to notice that? Oh boy! I have identified the 3 conscious individuals by analyzing their walking cadence and voices moments before my loss of consciousness. Why is he like this? Right, so what's going on with the lass? Why is she still out cold? She appears to be in a state of deep slumber, as she is not at risk of death. She will be waking up soon. Goat Soul did it again. There he goes. I remember everything, of course. Don Quixote's sudden transformation. Her henshin! How she practically erased the Bloodfiend and his kindred from the world without even moving a finger. I also remember Faust's last words. And please, do note that the other sinners must never hear a word of what is about to happen. Don Quixote was unconscious, and Faust was answering every question with silence. It was only natural that their eyes would fall on me. That's, you know... Wait, that reminds me. Where's the key card? Last I remember, it was in Quixote's hand. Who is in far more presentable state than he was in before. Wait, so what about the key card he was holding then? Oh, has been half liquefied. The remains have melded with his finger bones. It appears to have become one with his middle phalanges. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh. Oh no, everyone calm down. Calm down. I said calm down. I really should have packed more cigarettes, huh? How about we force one of those doors open? The master keycard is not an absolutely necessary element to resolving the situation. What? How? Sinclair is very cute, you're right. He's just a small boy. It will require approximately 5 hours to formulate and proceed with an explanation in a manner that will allow the sinners to fully comprehend the exact how of this methodology. However, therefore, it will be delivered to you in a digestible, summarized format. Well, that was short-lived. She's acting all smug again. We can utilize the back door of Mephistopheles. I can't read anymore. It's been 2 hours. The steely confidence in her declaration was more than enough to win us all over. So we headed to the corridor, past the back door. Don Quixote slung over one of our shoulders, and arrived at our destination. There he is! Can't not ask what happened after seeing the state you were all in. Sandy pitter, sandy patter. Grains of sand and seashell-like things fell with every step the sinners took. Ask someone after me. To explicate again, grains of sand roll about in my throat with every word spoken. Some time ago, 5 hours ago, Faust explained the simpler gist of the plan as we made our way to the back door. To put it simply, we would spend the time at a space disconnected from the train. The train should be arriving at its destination in approximately 10 seconds, going by the A-Corp timescale. All we must do is to remain somewhere in our original dimension for that duration. And with that, Faust came to a sudden stop in the middle of one of the corridors. Wait, are you seriously gonna just open that door? With this many doors in here, are you sure that it's the right one? Yes, this is the correct door. It safely is completely insured. Lass, at least tell us what's past that door. I did not bother verifying that particular information myself. Goodbye, Ursula, your Wi-Fi's dead. Oh no, you become Faust before this event. Faust in the warp train. Goodbye, Wi-Fi. It is necessary for future endeavors that I gain the experience of encountering something completely unexpected. What? Oi, wait. Faust did not wait for Heathcliff to finish the sentence before jerking the door wide open. Now, please enter through this door. With Faust's stern command, we quickly walked into a building that looked like a derelict, abandoned hospital of sorts. I think we walked into a middle of a sandstorm. Huh? Aren't we supposed to be indoors? How the heck is this even happening? I can't open my eyes. Chewie, I got sand in my mouth. Wait, is this a sandstorm? But aren't we inside a building? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The sinners blurted out colorful series of complaints, trying to cover themselves in the blasting sandstorm. But Faust continued to count in that same indifferent rhythm before dragging us out there just as urgently as she had herded us in. So, we managed to return safe and sound to the interiors of the warp train as it arrived at the P-Corp platforms. As the train was still getting cleaned up, that is. It was never explained. I hope they do explain it one day. with our bodies completely covered in sand. I thought we'd never make it. Whoa, are you guys okay? How did these passengers... We were so happy to be done with this whole ordeal that even the W Corp cleanup agents in the middle of the cleanup mission looked downright hospitable. W Corp uniform is pretty freaking cool. We're employees of Limbus Company. We boarded the warp train at the behest of your employer. Oh, so you guys are the people that our captain told us about? They really let you guys keep your memories, huh? Oh, that reminds me, one of our employees must be sleeping inside the hibernation pod, over there. Oh, that. Huh. I've never seen it in action before. Thanks. Let me go check. That hidden compartment behind the chair that the cleanup agent crawled into. Inside it was... What's going on? Huh? There isn't anyone in here. What happened? Maybe we're looking at the wrong pod? This is the correct spot, and the disappearance of the individual who has entered this pod would indicate. I guess these folks aren't all in there in the head either, huh? Maybe you guys are just mistaken? I doubt that. Yes, we must have suffered from a momentary collective hallucination caused by fatigue. Very well then, we will see ourselves out. Faust cut the conversation short before the other sinners began asking too many questions. Now that I became intimately familiar with the meaning of that gesture, I followed her to the outside without another word. Arrived. Have we arrived? Rise and shine, lass. Had enough nap yet? I see. I will hear the details of the incident on the bus once we're traveling again. Understood. Any and all relevant reports will be sent to W Corp via LCCA, and... Virgilius was already there when we arrived. He was sharing a conversation with Faust about what went down inside that train with a serious expression. I will now leave with Karen and watch them unfasten Mephistopheles from the train. The minute hand on the manager's head seemed to be desperately signaling me that they have a lot of burning questions to ask you. Allow me to give you two some space. I was finally able to ask Faust once Virgilius left. Do you know, there was something I just remembered. Someone said something about Yi-sang Faust. Where? Where is the Yi-sang Faust? Where is the shipping? I did not see it. Why did you do that? Oh, it's later. It's later. Okay. Faust's body was quite literally blasted to pieces from the sheer explosive pressure that filled the room the moment Don Quixote's shoes came off. Oh. Oh, yikes. It was as though she knew that it was going to happen. Hello, Trots. Welcome in. You have to go now. Goodbye, Rem. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the Star of Canto 7. It's very peak. I might start it next week, actually, because this would be a very good time to end the stream. At the end of this intervallo, actually. I do find it regrettable that you were made to turn this clock, despite my knowledge of the high likelihood of my death upon that occurrence. No, I'm not blaming you for that. I just want to know how long you've known that. Hello, Linguist. Have a good lurk. Have a good lunch. Don Quixote is... That is something I have been aware of since the LCB was first established. The same could be said of Virgilius. Of course. However, it was by the will of LCA's superiors that this knowledge remains withheld from the manager until the appropriate moment. And that appropriate moment was back there? According to my private judgment, yes. What do you mean, oh true, it's lunchtime? Are you gonna forget to eat? Yeah, soon. I will be going to lunch soon. As well as my connection to all my communications, including one to Faust, had been severed. I was not in a position to receive the headquarters' authorization for that action. Right. Though the full truth may remain obscured still, we are once again returned. The murder on the Warp Express reminds me of the Hercule Poirot story, Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. Considering the connection between this game and its books is probably intentional. I think so. I think so too. That's what I thought of. Just a shame that when I first started this canto, I kept thinking Murder on the Polar Express, which is completely different. It was just the Polar Express. Returned, that was a layered word. I love Yisang X Faust. I still don't see it yet. I'm waiting. You finished it. Wait, finished what? The book? The story, Murder on the Orient Express? I was playing a escape game. Called The Murder on the Orient Express. That's fun. Yes. The Intervallo. Kai, is this the end? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long this goes for. Faust replied to Yisang's nebulous wording with a quiet affirmation. Please do not take this query with any greater import than a mere jest, however. Do you suppose I shall see her again? Who? Oh! She shot a puzzled look at Yisang. Oh, this is what you guys are talking about. I see. I understand. In a way, it was quite the depressive riz. This is very strange coming out of Yisang. A pleasant encounter, was it not? Yisang mused ambiguously before leaving us. Phew. The incident of the warp train was such a chaotic mess that it felt shorter than it really was. But I also learned so much about so many things. The fact that Yisang even has an ounce of Riz in his body. But it was too soon to start racking our brains about what kind of nonsense trial we were about to face in P-Corp. So I decided to enjoy this momentary peace. How do we find ourselves at P-Corp? Wherefore is my throat so parched? I'm too tired to explain. Chiquita, you missed out big time on one crazy adventure. Huh? That vibrated the last few grains of sand out of my ears. May I get to see the real you again sometime? I really like that, talking to you without your group chat telling you what to say. Such riz. I mean, if you put it that way. The sinners look at Don Quixote's bewildered awakening, grinning. There is no way to know what we'll be facing here at District 16, where P-Corp was located, but we got this. Right? Right, guys? The same faith I saw in the Faust, who believes in uncertainty, rises within me too. I looked up to Faust, only to see that Faust was looking at me as well. She nodded at me with her usual, barely noticeable smile, and I gave her a light nod back in return. Time to go find ourselves another golden bough. And that's it, folks. The murder on the Warp Express. Who got murdered? A lot of people. It was not just one murder, it was several murders. Murder of the sinners, the murder of Cassetti, the murder of Rocinante for a split second. Clap, 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 patchy, patchy, patchy. Did you guys enjoy? I feel like a lot of you guys already finished this. Is this just a reaction stream? Perhaps. Okay, let me switch screens. I liked it. It was good. I think the ending was very good. I still prefer Time Killing Time, like the pacing of Time Killing Time. I think there was a lot more stuff happening in between. But I think this was good too. Because like the villain was only just revealed at the very end, right? The dream ending. Why are you guys calling it a dream ending? What do you mean by dream ending? What is dream ending? This is your favorite Intervallo to date? Though I do think that Don Quixote's vampire state was so freaking peak. That was very cool. That was I think the ending for this Intervallo for Murder on the Warp Express was a better ending than Time Killing Time, but I enjoyed like the the pacing of Time Killing Time a little bit more. That's the title? That's the name of the... Oh, that's the next canto! The dream ending. Ah, I see. Okay. I get it now. That's why you guys been like spamming dream ending in chat. I was wondering what you guys were talking about. But that does make sense. Carried by the ending peak canto. I think it might be more peak for me once I get into canto 7, because I feel like this is leading up to canto 7, right? Canto 7 is Dawn's canto. The vampire canto. But we shall see next week. I want to like the thing is like I'm thinking of adding more Limbus Company to my schedules. Maybe we can do like 2 Limbus Company streams next going forward. Because even though there are games I want to play, I do want to catch up. I want to catch up to everyone else. And I feel like I'm always like one step behind. So let me think about that for a while. But next week will be more Limbus Company on Wednesday. And then I think we're going to have a karaoke stream sometime too. Canto 7 will be hell. Prepare for hell. What do you mean? Zep said it was easy. At least you're ahead of clock. I'll always be ahead of clock. he's always going to be one step behind me. This guy doesn't play. If you catch it, we can remove it from the schedule completely. And then we can start playing other gadget games. Like Zen the Zone Zero, because I want to play that too. Once you're finished Canto 7, you'll be able to access Mirror Dungeon Hard. I can't wait. I never got the chance to access hard mirror dungeons ever. I remember like the moment I unlocked hard mirror dungeon hard, it got taken away from me again. And then I had to like go back to normals, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can never save Lunacy because I never do mirror dungeons because they take up so much time. And needs preparation. Oh, I have to research. Maybe I'll just stick to my regular. Maybe I'll just stick to my regular mirror dungeons. Anyways, that is the end of Limbus Company. That is the end of the stream. I am gonna go have lunch. I'm going to go work. There's an ad break going on. You guys can't hear me. How about we just sit here for 30 seconds? We finish this ad break first. The dream will end. Are you guys still in ads? Twitch? YouTube, you guys are fine, right? You guys don't get ads, right? I just got an email last night saying that, oh, now you're, you can get ads on YouTube. And I'm like, what? What does that mean? So I don't know. Mirror Dungeon Hard save time because you can just do 1 in the price of 3. That's all I want. I just want some time management. I want to save some time because I'm always struggling. I don't really have time to play games outside of streaming. So it's like streaming and then I just work for the rest of the day until midnight, until like 1, and then I go to bed, and then I play games in the morning with you guys, and then I go work again. It's an ongoing cycle. Partnership program, I think that's what it is. It's like an upgraded another step to the partnership program or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't really... You don't want to kill time? Only in Limbus Company. Only during the Intervallo 4. Okay, well, ads are over. Now I can say goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Scatter. I am gonna do a raid on Twitch. I'm gonna see who is streaming on Twitch. I mean, you guys can stay if you want to. There's nothing else happening after this. It's just me staring at the screen, staring at you guys. Let's see. Oh, hey, would you look at that? No, actually we shouldn't raid into them because they're collabing, it'd be awkward. Damn it. Would it be? Maybe? Okay, maybe no raid today. Okay, well, never mind. Scatter for real. It won't be awkward to raid them. It's awkward for me. Did that last time? See, I'm an introvert through and through, and I just don't want to talk to people. It's a me thing. It's a me thing, not a them thing. It's a me thing. Okay, well, goodbye. How do I end stream? It's me, not you.